Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Exceptional Scrum Master podcast. My name is Yinka and I remain your online Agile coach. Now in today's episode, I want to share some best practices, or better still, the best approach in securing a Scrum Master job in 2023. So if you're an aspiring Scrum Master out there and you're trying to secure yourself a Scrum Master job, then this video is for you. You want to ensure that you watch till the very end because there are tips upon tips that will help you get that Scrum Master job that you desire. Now, let's go for it. Now, the first tip I'd like to share with you will be about your LinkedIn profile. Now, if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, now is the time for you to get one. Now, a LinkedIn profile is a professional resume that you have online, and this is the go-to for almost every organization. Many times when you apply for, a job, many organizations will go look for your presence on LinkedIn. And if they don't find you, then sometimes they're wondering like, are you really on this planet? So you definitely want to create a LinkedIn profile for yourself. Now, there are so many benefits to having a LinkedIn profile. One, you get to have an online resume where people are able to see your skills, your experience, and things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Also, the LinkedIn is actually a platform where you can actually connect with other, recruiters, you can connect with organizations, you can actually even join communities, on LinkedIn where you can communicate with other like-minded people and learn from other people. There are so many Scrum Master groups on LinkedIn that you can join. There's so many Agile communities on LinkedIn that you can join, you can learn, and many times they actually even share job offerings and positions in this community. So if you're not on LinkedIn, then you want to create a LinkedIn profile for yourself right now. Now, I get it. Sometimes people have worries based on the fact that sometimes some things that they've done in the past is entirely different for those that are probably having a career change. Whatever you don't want people to see, then delete it off your LinkedIn profile and just showcase what you want people to see. The same way on your resume, you're only going to stick your relevant experience on your resume. It's the same way you need to clean up your LinkedIn profile so that it fits your current career. And that way, when recruiters come to your online profile, they're able to get a deeper meaning of who you are, and that increases your chances of getting an interview. Now, the second thing you want to do while you're searching for a Scrum Master job in 2023 is definitely to get certified. Now, I know that many people are certified, but just in case you do not have any certification, then this point is for you. You need to get certified. That's like the entry level into getting into the industry. And there are several certifications out there that you may want to consider. We have the Certified Scrum Master by Scrum Alliance. We have the Professional Scrum Master, PSM by Scrum.org. Those are literally like the two top certifications out there. And then the third one would be the Safe Scrum Master. But you clearly want to get either the CSM or the PSM before you actually attempt getting the SSM, just because the Safe Scrum Master is actually specific to the scaling framework. So it's better for you to have an understanding of how this team level frameworks work, which is Scrum, and then the CSM or PSM can help you with that understanding. And then in addition to that, you can go for SSM. Now, if you don't want to have all of the certifications at one time, you can always start with having the CSM and deepen your understanding and practice more so that you can understand how to bring those knowledge to life. Okay, so if you do not have a certification, you clearly want to consider getting certified today. If you don't have a clue on how to get certified, then send me a message and I'll connect you with the right trainer that can certify you. Okay, now your third approach when it comes to getting a Scrum Master job in 2023 is for you to be active on these job boards. Now, if you want to get something, you've got to go to where those things are so that you increase your chances of getting those things. So if you're applying for a job, you've got to be active on those job boards. So whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Indeed, whether it's let's look at it. Let's go online. I think I got a list for you here. So let's see some of those job boards that you might need to have. So there is LinkedIn, there is Indeed, there is Glassdoor, there is Dice.com, there is Monster, there's Career Builder, there is Simply Hired, there is ZipRecruiter, there is The Muse, there is FlexJob. These are over 10 job boards that I've mentioned that there is no way if you spend your time, across all of these job boards that you're not going to find, a job that fits your experience that you can apply for. So make sure that you are active on this job boards. Take it upon yourself. Maybe Monday, I'm going to spend my day on Indeed and find out the Scrum Master jobs that are on Indeed that I can apply for. Tuesday, I'm going to spend my time on LinkedIn and apply to all the Scrum Master jobs on LinkedIn. Wednesday, I'm going to spend my time on FlexJob. Thursday, I'm going to spend my time on Career Builder. Friday, I'm going to spend my time on another job site. So make sure that you also apply your agile ways of working to the way you're applying for these jobs yourself. Remember that getting a job is a job in itself, and you have to dedicate that time in order for you to get the job. Many times people give up too soon. And if you don't put in the work, then why should you get the results? Right? So please put in the work. Don't say, I'm tired of applying. Be creative about the ways you apply. Apply the agile ways of working. So your project or your initiative will be to get yourself a Scrum Master job. Now, break those down into smaller chunks, into features. What are all the things that I need in order for me to get myself a Scrum Master job? Now, pick that first item and then break it down into smaller chunks and work in sprints, so that you can actually even reveal for yourself how much you're working. And then by you applying those agile practices, you actually improve your ways of working, which then makes you more confident when you're applying for these jobs. There is no excuse. There are over, 10 job sites out there for people that live in the United States that you can definitely use as a resource tool when you're applying for this job. So clearly, one of the approach that you want to embrace this year as you set for that Scrum Master job is to ensure that you are active on these job sites, okay? Now, another thing that is very important for you to do is personal branding. Now, when you're applying for Scrum Master job, it's very important for you to be active online. And that's why I recommend being active in all of these LinkedIn communities, because there's so many people that actually make decisions that are in these groups. So maybe if they throw a topic out there and you have an idea about that topic, drop your 2 cents about that topic. The more you stay active in a group, people get to know you, and that's how you build relationships. And once there's an opportunity, it's easier for you to be able to grab that opportunity and probably send a direct message to the person who dropped that opportunity to say, hey, I'd like to be referred for this job. Is there anything you think you can do? Because you're active and they kind of know your name in that community, it makes it easier for me to say, you know what? I can take a shot and recommend you because I see that you're active. I see your communication. I see your ideas. I feel like you know this job, and I'll give it a try. So make sure that you're not just in those communities just watching. Try to get active. Ensure that you're active, ensure that you're sharing your 2 cents, and you are just learning and also contributing in these groups. Also, another way for you to build your personal branding is also for you to be active even on LinkedIn in itself. So you have your personal page, share your thoughts, share your learnings, whatever is important to you that has to do with Agile and Scrum Master, share those things in your LinkedIn profile so that whenever anyone who may be interested in you shows up on your page, they see you as an Agile practitioner, someone who is actually practicing this way of working and not just someone who is trying to apply. So ensure that you're building your personal brand. If you are a Scrum Master, then everything about you should show that you are a Scrum Master. You can have a page online and you will share, it's really a professional page, right? So I'm not talking about like your regular page, like the TikToks and whatever you're doing, right? So LinkedIn is professional. You want to keep it to all things professional. You are in an Agile industry. You want to keep your conversations to everything Agile, because all of those things are footprints that you are leaving that improves your chances of getting a job. I'll share a personal experience with you. I remember probably about 4 or 5 years ago when I applied for a job, and lo and behold, the recruiter typed in my name on Google, and guess what? I'm pretty active online. So my YouTube channel came up, LinkedIn came up, Instagram came up, the whole 9 yards came up. But luckily for me, I'm an Agile practitioner even online, right? If I'm not an Agile practitioner, then I'm a personal development coach online. Those are the 2 things I do online. You're not going to catch me doing other things besides either being an Agile coach or being a personal development coach and advising people on how to achieve success in their personal lives. Those are the two things that I do online. And I remember that the next time the recruiter contacted me, she was super impressed. She's like, I came across your YouTube videos, actually watched like two of your YouTube videos, and she was super excited. It felt like she had met a star. And guess what? I got the job because I had an online presence that matched what I was selling, right? I was applying for an Agile coach position. Online, they could see that there were traces of me being an Agile coach all over the place. I was sharing advice, I was talking all things Agile, or maybe I was just talking about success if maybe they came across my Instagram page. But I also even have an Instagram page that is dedicated to all things Agile. So as long as you type my name on Google, it's going to bring out, several things, but all of them are connected towards, Agile or personal development. And that was very impressive to the group. And I got hired. It's very important. Please pay attention to your digital footprints. Pay attention. It's very important. We've become super global where organizations are going to social media to go check what you're doing outside of work. Now, I get it. On a good day, it probably should not be their business, but they are making it their business. So if you know that these people are making it their business, then it becomes your responsibility to ensure that you have all things cleaned out on social media, because those things may indirectly affect you from getting a job. Now, another point that would help you improve your chances of getting a job is to ensure that you tailor your applications. And I believe I've said this over and over again. You can't have one resume for all jobs. It doesn't work that way. Every organization is different. Every organization is looking for different things within the organization. So it's very important that you always tailor your application specific to the needs of that employer. My last two videos was focused on how you can actually edit your resume using artificial intelligence and how you can actually even prep for your resume using artificial intelligence. So if you've not watched the last two videos, then I recommend that you go back and watch those two videos because they're a lifesaver, and they'll definitely improve your chances of getting a Scrum Master job. So make sure that for every job that you apply to, you tailor that application so that you're able to appeal to the needs of that organization. Now, as you continue your search in trying to get yourself a Scrum Master job, it is very important that you also spend time learning. Don't stop learning. Even though maybe those interviews are not coming your way, make sure that you are continuously learning. Take the time to review what you already know. Spend time deepening your understanding. And if you need a community where you want to learn so that it's easier for you to learn on a daily basis, then I like to recommend the Inner Circle Agile community, because we meet every day. We learn something every day, we practice every day, and we become better Agile practitioners on a daily basis. So if you're looking for a group of like-minded individuals where you can learn together in order for you to become exceptional, then I like to recommend the Inner Circle Agile community. You need to be a continuous learner because you never know when you're going to get that interview, and you want to be ready when that interview comes. So you have to stay prepared, and you can only stay prepared by ensuring that every day you're spending a minimum of an hour, and if you have more time, up to 3 hours, deepening your understanding of all things Agile and all things Scrum. Now, while you're learning, another thing I like to share with you, which is a good approach as you're preparing for a Scrum Master interview, or rather, as you're preparing to get yourself a Scrum Master job, will be for you to start practicing scenarios. You are in an industry where nobody's going to ask you what is Agile, what is Scrum. People are going to ask you what you would do in a certain situation. Those are scenario-based questions. So it's very important that as you practice, you are wearing the hat of a Scrum Master and you imagine what you would do in a certain situation. So if your team is not able to finish their work for the sprint, what should you do? How would you coach them? If your team is not doing this, or they are doing this, or your product owner is doing this, or not doing this, what should you do? And you can always, start from the Scrum Guide. Read the Scrum Guide. Have a good understanding of the Scrum Guide. What am I supposed to do? Now, if my team is not doing this, what can I do to support them and coach them in the right direction? You can always get started from there. Trust me, every day of learning increases your chances of becoming successful. So you have to put in the work. The job is out there. Now, you might not have it yet, and that's why you're watching this video, but I bet that it's coming. Put in the work, continuously learn, continuously grow, and you will get that job. I hope that all of these approaches that I've shared with you are going to be super useful. And more importantly, you put them to work so that you can grab that Scrum Master job this very year. I am wishing you all the best as usual. And remember that my next group coaching session kicks off September 6th. And if you are yet to find yourself a coach, if you're yet to find yourself a mentor, and you know deep down that you don't really understand this Agile thing, you don't really understand the Scrum thing, and you need somebody who can walk you through, somebody who can show you the ropes. I've been in this industry for over 10 years. I've been there, I've seen it all, and I can definitely share all of my experience with you so that you can be empowered into becoming an exceptional Scrum Master. So if this looks like what you would like to do, then click the link in the description so that you can sign up to my next group coaching class. I can't wait to catch you on the inside. Bye for now.